So at Trezeo, we're all about delivering a new financial security and financial safety net for the growing population of self-employed. So if you're self-employed, unlike an employee where your employer generally has your back, no one has your back as a self-employed. And really what Trezeo is about is you getting a solution and these self-employed workers having a solution where somebody has their back and they can actually have some protection and some peace of mind. We're really solving challenges for, firstly, the end workers, the self-employed workers themselves, who don't have the traditional things that employees have of having an employer to engage them in financial products and a predictable salary. So without that, the industry struggles to engage with them, but also the worker themselves is left unacceptably unprotected. So really we want to solve that problem, in a really careful and considered way by building the kind of blocks and areas of value, starting with baseline protection and security and helping people then build through that towards their kind of financial and life goals. Ultimately, we don't see any reason why people who work self-employed or independently should have a different access to things like housing and mortgages than an employee has. So money is at the core of everything we do. If you don't have the money to live, you're just constantly stressing. So it's right at the bottom of the hierarchy of what we need. And if you're self-employed, you're worrying about where's your next gig going to come from. And when you're in that situation, you can't think about how do I put money aside for, short-term ambitions like taking your family on a holiday, or longer-term ambitions around, the dream of owning a home. So, solving these problems are real problems, at all levels of society. Financial inclusion is something that is really important to us. This is about solving real problems for real workers. It's something we've been very passionate about. And we've had quite a bit of recognition for. So we were global finalists in MIT's Inclusive Innovation Challenge, which is their core global initiative to use tech to solve problems in work. By using tech, it enables us to create services that are personalized to people like the self-employed, where there's a huge diversity. So through working with people like MIT, we've worked with the RSA here in the UK and the MasterCard Centre for Inclusive Growth on how we deliver stronger economic security. And we've also most recently been working with Nationwide Building Society on how open banking can be used to bring real solutions to challenged consumers, to bring real financial solutions to people who really need more support. We're following a lot of trends in both the gig economy, the broader, but more broadly the kind of the working economy and the economy in general. And the biggest one is just the complete generational shift in how people are working. Because we've now got a massively growing population of people, almost 5 million people in the UK, and soon predicted to be a majority of the US workforce who've chosen to work without a traditional employer. And the industry needs to catch up, policymakers need to catch up to make sure solutions like Trezeo can really scale to address this challenge. We've had a lot of success with our early customers and our early kind of paying customers in the transportation sector. The key early success we hear from a lot of those customers is reducing their stress. So very simple, reducing that base level stress of where's my next pound or dollar or euro going to come from? What happens if my phone breaks and I can't work tomorrow and it takes me a few days? Or as one of our customers, his motorbike got stolen. He had to hand his motorbike over. He was, mugged and his motorbike was stolen. So he's in a situation where it's going to take him, a number of days to get himself sorted, get another motorbike, and he can't earn while he's doing that. So it gives him that, our kind of core income smoothing solution, gives him that protection that he knows he's okay for a few days. And so that's a real case of one of our customers. And that's a consistent piece we're hearing from other customers is they don't have to worry as much. So what's next for Trezeo is moving from building our early product with early paying customers to now starting to scale. We've signed some really exciting partnerships with a number of both work platforms in the gig space, but also traditional transport providers. We're also working with Nationwide Building Society here in the UK to explore how they can better service these customers who are in their membership base today, and how as a really forward-thinking kind of member-based organisation they can ensure they move with the times so that their members can have access to the aspirations that they would as a building society, home ownership. And then we think looking forward in terms of how we build out and lay on the value that our customers will need, further products, further protections, so as they move through base level security, they can start adding the other financial products they need around longer term savings and retirement, around non-financial products that help with their kind of benefits and spending, and then just working them with other financial providers so they can start understanding how to underwrite affordable credit, how to provide savings and other products to them. And then importantly, starting to see how we scale this outside the UK. We have global ambitions. This is a problem that operates globally and needs to be solved globally. And we've proven how we can solve it in a key market in the UK, and then it's about how do we work with partners and other markets and policymakers to bring this and scale it globally.